Hey guys, welcome to Ikigai podcast episode 23. Got gaslit into thinking it was episode 18 last time, but we're in person again because that's content, and we're at Ryan's house.
Hi.
We hate this guy.
Thanks, guys.
You know how long this actually took to set up?
It's pretty long.
This probably took like
5 minutes.
30 minutes even? 40?
We have to wait.
No, 5 minutes.
The camera was dead. It was shot, so we had to wait for the charge.
Yeah.
it was shot.
But also,
Yeah.
It was almost shot.
there's gonna
Yeah.
be like a beeping sound in the background, so bear with it.
Sorry, it's safety
Sorry.
measures. I can't have it off, or else we might,
It's a CO2 detector. If it's off, and we start talking funny, then.
That's helium. Wait, what?
Wait, no, I mean monoxide, carbon monoxide. I don't know about CO2. CO2 is always here.
CO2's on a gun.
Really? That's why it's always going on.
We haven't
but-
even introduced the.
Anyway, yeah.
thing.
Oh my goodness.
This is the wrong order, right? Usually I'm in the middle.
Really? I wouldn't.
This is
I
wrong.
wouldn't
Wait.
know.
It
No,
doesn't-
you start and then I'm in the middle. I'm
Anyway,
always in the
hi,
middle.
my name is On. We're joined by our guest today.
Hi, it's me, Ryan. I was here.
Hey, Brian.
Hey, it's Kevin, the editor. So.
Post-production
And
guy.
apparently production team. So
Yeah.
just kidding, unhelp me.
Hey,
I'm not here.
I didn't.
But, school started. A lot of things are happening.
I got
Everyone is in college now, including
Bullshit.
Kevin. He's out of college, and this man is in the workforce. So.
Yeah.
Busy, very busy.
Yeah.
obviously.
I'm all busy.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're about to hit 1 year, right, Ryan?
Yeah,
Working at
about
your job?
Labor Day. Labor Day weekend's when I get the 1 year.
Yeah, he works at.
Shut up. Oh, goodness.
You don't work on Labor Day, do you?
I might. I don't know.
I don't have questions
Well,
on that.
it's funny. You know what's
Oh,
funny?
yeah.
I started on Labor Day. Like I remember coming back home. Then I started Labor Day, and I got holiday pay for it. So.
My intern starts on Labor Day.
Hey, yo.
So,
Amazing.
all about that.
I feel so small. Look at my legs.
Don't worry, bro.
They're
It's
probably
just
don't
like on the ground, except for Kevin's, who's dangling off.
There's like
Yeah.
it's like 3 inches, 4
No.
or 5 inches.
Yeah, 5
No,
inches
that's a
is
solid. No, this is like 5 inches right here.
Oh, that's true.
It's so funny.
Why are you
So-
gaslighting me?
Hey, yo, leave him alone.
It's not,
Alright.
look, okay. 1, 2.
good. We're doing this.
No, I got it. This is exactly an inch. Trust
Are you
me.
Sure. Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Oh my
No, where does it start on? Where does it start? 5 inches.
I
5
see.
inches!
This is a lot of personality, so it's good.
5 inches.
Yeah,
Size does not matter.
Yeah. Hey, yo.
We should ask someone who actually knows. Brian, does size matter?
I would like. Wait.
Anyways, yeah, that's the gist of what's happening.
Yep.
I was planning on making another video before this podcast, but that didn't happen.
Mm.
Stop laughing.
Sorry.
But I have
Slow down.
Squeak, dude.
Slow down. Just process.
But anyways, I was planning on making a video. That didn't happen, but it's in the works. But I know all 3 of us are planning to start streaming, so I'm probably gonna be streaming on my respective channel. I don't know about Brian, but I'll probably only be streaming on Ikigai when it's like a group thing or like there's a related video about it. So
Oh, okay.
YouTube
Yeah.
or Twitch?
YouTube, yeah, YouTube.
Okay.
I think YouTube has more access for new people
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I think-
definitely.
because Twitch just sucks at discoverability. It just does.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always go to the same like 5 people I watch. I don't really expand out, so it's really hard because you have to go. You have to go and like what is it? Find games, and when you find games, they only show like the top.
Top, yeah.
It's
Top
top.
people.
It's not like small or anything.
So you go to that person. That's all you do.
Mm-hmm.
And then YouTube is just like, why is this guy in my feed? And then you click on it,
And
Hey,
then,
yo.
which I think is a lot better in some sort of ways. I mean, I think in Twitch there's benefit if you're playing like a smaller niche game.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
for sure.
yeah, definitely.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
because-
like imagine League of Legends, right?
Oh, yeah,
like the
League-
pool is like
yeah.
this much.
Oh, yeah, it's
you
like-
have to like scroll.
Isn't it
so
like
much.
Valorant, CS:GO, Minecraft?
yeah, but if you do something
Just
like,
chatting, something.
I don't know, like Yakuza or something,
It's gonna
which is
be-
like fairly
yeah.
niche, you'll find, like, you have
Oh,
Yeah, like I found like 2 viewers through my Sword Art Fatal Bullet gameplay. More viewers than Osu,
Oh,
more viewers than like Minecraft combined. It was
And
just
you guys
insane.
like grinded that game for like hours.
Yeah, it was a lot of
no,
fun. I mean, it's an interesting game, I think.
I grinded
Yeah.
because it was different.
Yeah.
Oh my god. But I don't know. I mean, I think I set up a Twitch channel, so I don't know if I will start there because I don't want to make.
I mean, I think Twitch is cooler because you get to see more emotes and chat is usually.
It's for the emote. Come on.
I mean, I think it's like super
The
cool,
beats.
but what I really think is also cool is that I know Lightwood has a plugin that he uses for Twitch emotes to go over. I think that's really
Yeah,
sick.
to roll on
That's neat.
YouTube, yeah.
I don't know anything about Twitch, so
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Twitch is kind of dying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I honestly think YouTube is going to be a good streaming platform. Not the best, but it's good.
It's getting better.
it's what we have.
Yeah, it is 100% getting better. So, I mean, like, it's so cool to see like the little pinned message when you like hop into a stream, right?
Mhm.
I think that's super cool. And like being able to like schedule it, I think is pretty sick as well.
Oh yeah.
Instead of like so like viewers are like reminded, oh, you know, this is
Oh,
when.
yeah.
Oh, the
start
next
streaming.
2 hours. I get this all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and
That's
again, it's
actually
just
nice.
like it's on your feed, and you're like, oh crap, and like I'm always on YouTube. I'm more on YouTube than on Twitch.
Oh
to be
yeah,
honest.
definitely.
sure,
It's
yeah.
more convenient to be on YouTube than
Yeah,
on
100%.
Twitch.
Because like I'm just in my bed watching YouTube rather than Twitch.
What's so funny?
Again, some people
Oh, yeah.
have different preferences. And
I get Twitch clips on YouTube all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
oh, yeah.
I never.
I
get
mean,
on Twitch.
I guess like the old meta, right, was to like stream on Twitch but upload clips on YouTube.
Yeah, but VOD.
YouTube, and that's how you get people.
You have a VOD. You have like
The
a
VOD
VOD
channel.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And some people still do that, and it works out for them.
it works.
Yeah.
Again, the only problem with YouTube streaming is again VODs are kind of like if you're streaming on your main channel and then you have the VOD, you know, you have your VOD and then your video. It's a little weird and lackluster.
Yeah.
And also the thumbnail, if you're not doing like if you're doing marathon streams where like multiple things are happening in one stream,
Oh,
gosh.
yeah.
thumbnails will ruin it.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're doing something like VTubers where like you know, they have a schedule of what they're gonna be streaming,
Right.
I think it's so helpful.
Yeah,
and,
it's a lot more streamlined, that's for sure.
and I really do love that scheduling. I mean, for me, it helps me like keep on track of what I have to do.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem is that like I can't, you know, like sometimes I just want to do a gorilla stream and then I'm just being a little bitch.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I like streaming. I think it's cool. It's just that a lot of my ideas really are not that bad, not like the greatest.
Yeah.
But
It'd be like that.
Being
anyways,
original.
Being original.
Being original.
in this metaverse.
Metaverse.
Alright, chill. No!
I just realized why. No, guys, hey, last time we talked about selling out. We're not selling out. I promise.
Facebook hit me up. You know, Facebook has streaming.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yo,
yes.
Facebook
It
streaming.
does now, yeah.
It's like there's this one video I watched. I really like it. It was. Do you know JonTron?
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
He has a video with Internet Explorer,
Yes.
Internet Historian,
Oh, yeah.
where he was like
Explorer.
future, the future, and then like there's a metaverse where it's like you shop at Walmart.
Oh,
And
it's
then there's
virtual.
It's virtual, and then the thing is, the jokes they made were just like you're gonna get someone that's gonna try to like glitch and like have like a speed run of Walmart.
Yeah. And then like the infinite money.
Yeah.
Oh my.
It's like buy 9,000 milk cartons.
And then refund it all into my bank account. I just got this, $600,000
That's so
worth of milk.
I'm not gonna lie, that reminds me of like GTA Online cheats, whatever. If that's like the big, I remember that was like
Oh
a
my
big,
God.
weird, stupid thing, like in ads, like, oh, free, like get something.
Mhm.
Infinite money glitch, classic. Like,
That's like with
Roblox,
Fortnite with
Infinite
V-Bucks.
Roblox.
Yeah.
Roblox.
Yeah, Club Penguin back in the
Fucking-
day.
Oh my god, that's how they
Yeah.
get you because everyone who's playing that was probably like just a kid at that time.
Oh, yeah.
You click on the link because you're like, free stuff? Oh, do you know Animal Jam?
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
Animal Jam?
no, I'm sorry.
It's was it National Geographic? Or it was something where you play as an animal.
Yeah, it was Animal Jam.
And then the problem was people got hacked all the time. So I remember there was this one video. This person's like revisiting my Animal Jam account, and they showed they like flexed off because they had a lot of stuff. And then apparently someone just hacked into their account and
Yeah.
took it all.
I didn't
Can't have nice-
At least it was on a video.
I had Webkins. I had the Webkins.
Oh, Webkins.
Yeah.
Wow, that's an old one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a Panda. It was so
Hey,
cool.
I'm gonna say this. I googled Free Club Penguin money, and okay, one of them actually.
Yeah, one of them worked.
One
Yeah,
of them actually worked.
Yeah.
What? Wait, hold on.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
remember this. I
yeah,
remember
yeah.
this. We
I
both
think
used
you
it.
think-
I was into the mainframe, dude.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was in this. I was like, boom. I was like, alright, I want to see if this one works.
Yeah.
And it worked. I was like, holy shit! I found the mother load.
Yeah.
No, okay. The truth is it was probably some hacker, but he realized you're a kid. He's like,
Yeah. No, it was through a website.
Oh.
Wait, he has my IP.
Hey yo, if you're out there,
Well, not anymore because we played.
I recognize that pattern on the wall. I will see you in 5 hours.
Yeah.
shut up. Please no.
I know that painting anywhere. I know
There
the
is
spot
a
that
window
painting.
over there.
Oh my gosh.
You guys can't see it, but there's a window over there. So.
Guys.
It's like that 2v2t.
Wait, they're gonna dox you? Ah, there's this house with a window.
I recognize the window anywhere.
They can't even see it.
They're gonna like triangulate like the sunlight.
Yeah,
right
but-
there or something.
There is no
There's no
sun.
sun.
No. It's like that 2v2t thing. It's like I recognize that bedrock pattern. I'm gonna see you in 3 hours. It's like
It's like, hold on, let me just F3. Find out exact code you're in.
No, they're gonna go off the. I recognize your cabinet where you buy it from. It's only exclusive to the store.
it's only true in this one store.
Oh, is that
It's
model
this
there
one
behind
area.
your head? I recognize which model that is.
Wait, you can only get that thing in Canada. Oh wait, shit! I just doxed where we live.
Yeah.
So,
No, we don't live in Canada.
yeah.
You guys should know that.
Thailand, obviously.
You remember? There's a comment in one of our videos where me and Brian went camping,
Oh,
Yeah,
camping?
the Eurocamp video.
Oh.
and
I need to
some
watch
guy
that.
was just like,
You
"Yo,
need
I
to
wish
watch it.
you."
Hold up. I need to watch it.
Hold up.
Hold up, big fan.
I'm going through the podcast first, and then I'm gonna.
Oh,
The podcast I just sometimes I can't listen to my own voice. Like sometimes I check it just in case like if I sound like dumb or something, and I'm like I can't listen to this.
No, I love.
I
it.
don't,
love
I don't know. I
listening
hear
to
my
it.
own voice and I've gotten used to it to the point where I'm like, yes, talk to me.
I listen to.
Okay. Listen. I'm an editor. That's all I have to say.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm my own editor. I gotta listen to my own voice.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
I think I sound so hot and sexy.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, you're my brother! Ah!
Okay.
Not this
You're
again.
into
Not
that,
this.
okay.
Not this again, dude.
Alright, but wait, you were saying something, weren't you? About
You were
Oh yeah.
yeah, Eurocamp video.
There's like a comment. I think it was from a guy in Canada, and he was just like, "Yo, you guys should grab a beer and drink." And then me and Brian were underage.
Yeah.
I was like 16, 17,
Yeah, something like that.
and Brian was like 20, right?
No, not even. I was like 18 or
Eight-
something.
Yeah,
Oh,
19.
19.
What's
Next
your,
year.
yeah.
what's your age gap?
Yeah.
You're like 3 years
3
apart.
years apart.
Oh,
3 years,
So,
yeah.
if he was 19, I was 16.
You're younger than me.
But
What?
Same with the round one. They're like, dang, I wish I could be in Japan.
Japan.
I'm like,
I love that
where'd you get that one from?
No, that's a thing. It's like.
I mean, they do have round
Yeah,
one.
Yeah, they do,
But
but
it's-
it's like so much.
it's bigger.
It's bigger and there's a
better.
lot more like diversity.
And in Japan?
Yeah.
In terms of games.
no,
Okay, yeah, diversity in terms of people, I don't think so.
well, no, that's what I'm saying. That's why it's like, why
Yeah.
Japan? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I meant. But
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
It was so weird, and we're all speaking English too.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah. Well, maybe, I don't know.
I mean, I
Our
guess.
karaoke were English songs, you know.
I threw
mean,
my
it's
voice up. Yeah.
That's okay. That's fine. Like,
Just let them.
Just let them believe. I mean, we'd like to.
Hey,
We'd
this
like
is
to.
why YouTubers say don't. YouTube comments are just full of stupid people.
Okay,
Because
well,
our heads are really.
those are
Hey,
not everyone. No.
Those in our videos that comment, we appreciate the comments. Don't listen to this.
I mean, here's the thing. Like,
That's
I don't-
okay, though.
oh my god. But what's it? I mean, I still read through all of them. You know,
I
it's
do.
like
Yeah.
it's like regardless if they're like dumb or not. It's like I still read them and they're
Yeah.
like they bring up like I don't know an interesting like
Yeah.
not point but like perspective.
You should have just said point, man.
No, because it's like
That's why I was laughing. I thought you were gonna go say point. I
Wait,
was-
no, because it's like I look at these and I'm like, oh, okay, so I have to like not. Oh, how do I make this not sound terrible? It already sounds terrible.
It already
Never mind.
sounds terrible.
It's
Oh yeah, Brian
yeah.
thinks some of your takes are bad,
Yeah, I
but
do,
they're still
but
good.
they're still valid. You know.
Yeah.
So
He has to take.
that's like
Yeah.
where I'm standing at. I
You have
guess.
to take those.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
this is
and it's
more-
fine. It's fine to have those takes.
This is a
like,
subjective channel. No way we objective.
well. This is no, I'm joking.
No, we're still not
It's-
subjective.
yeah.
I mean, objective.
Objective.
Hey,
Yeah.
I was right about Mama Haha.
Hey yo.
True.
I was right. Hey,
Yo,
that's
watch
a-
the video.
Hey, yo, watch the video. Wait, no,
I mean, we are.
Are you
objective in
actually
some
gonna
cases.
insert it up there?
Oh my
No.
god.
It would be funny, dude.
Alright, Kevin, insert it here.
Yeah.
Insert it right here.
Yeah.
Insert it right here.
And then
Right
in
here.
Yeah.
Right here.
Stop!
yo.
In this
Link
face,
in the-
all of our faces.
Link in the description below.
Wait, no, guys. Just stare at the camera, and then I'll just edit all the videos that are associated with
Yeah.
us.
Just okay. Ready?
Yeah, 3, 2, 1, boom, 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 boom. All right, go check those videos out. I think those are all bangers. Except maybe Brian's. He's ass.
No.
It's our most popular video.
I know, dude. Dude, we got gapped by this kid.
Yeah.
And this kid. Yo, this guy got 300 views.
Yeah.
That wasn't even a video.
It was a short, dude. Can't tell I'm playing, dude.
I actually don't have one.
We didn't get you one day, like in Japan, get you one
Oh,
and
dude.
actually finish doing it.
Yeah, the epilogue.
If you got to like the third
The
one, then you
finale.
could get to the fourth one.
Yeah, the
right?
four. I almost did, and I had the iconic pog moment in the short where I had the. And I went like
Dude,
that.
we're gonna be stuck in Japan for 2 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like your passport's gonna expire by then.
Oh.
He's like,
Sir, you've been in this airport for the past like
Something,
6 months.
it's a Japanese.
I like how you're thinking about the airport. I'm just thinking about like those old toy shops.
Yeah.
Like all the kids are just like, he's still here.
Still here.
It's just the three kids that always come in, like, oh, it's the
Yeah,
regulars,
yeah,
and they're like,
yeah.
oh, he's still here. It's like,
Honestly-
Listen, I can't speak Japanese.
Oh.
Honestly, I could mask him and just put him in a Tagagi video or episode.
Oh my
They're probably
god.
in.
how would you do that?
I'll just mask you, dude, and then put you in.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
It is later right now.
What? Anyways, how's your classes? Fun.
I think that explains everything. Not gonna
He's
lie.
he's
kinda-
having the worst.
It's kind of rough, but like all my professors are actually really nice. I have a sound engineering class that's a lot of discussion,
Mm.
That's nice.
which is awesome. But half the time I'm there like, what am I doing? So
What am I doing as in you suck,
That
or what am I
sounds like-
doing as I'm better than these kids?
no, like a lot of knowledge is coming through.
Oh.
So I'm kind of like my brain is starting to implode on itself. Like
Yeah,
it's
that
really
sounds
cool
about
stuff.
right.
Like it's very basic stuff for people who are like already in sound engineering, but there's like all this like because if you sing something, right, there's a certain frequency to it. I'm getting into nerd stuff now. You sing something, there's a nerd. That's a nerd. You sing I'm getting my words mixed up. Okay, if you sing a pitch, there's a frequency to it, right?
Yeah.
Apparently,
Your pitch sucks? I mean, your frequency sucks?
no. Okay, so there's something called harmonic series, which means that when you sing a pitch, it's not that one pitch, because in real life, there's a bunch of ones layered on top of it. So
No, this is my brain right now. Just whenever you're talking about
Dude.
sound, just
Hey, if this was a video, I would edit the Charlie Brown over
you
here.
should. I mean, I can talk for it for like about 3 minutes right now, and then you can edit it
I
over
think I
it.
heard
Oh,
about
my
this.
God.
Yeah, like what you think is your singing voice isn't really your singing voice or something like that.
Close, because like there's what is it? There's also another thing, because the harmonic series come in too, where naturally our voice doesn't line up perfectly, because we're in something called equal temperament tuning, which means everything is tuned to equal amount, so that everything is technically in tune when we play a certain scale. Because back then, before they had equal temperament tuning, right? Yeah. It was, you can play, let's say you tune this organ to C, and then the C, you're like, oh, wait, I'm playing C scale, oh, everything's in tune. Then you go to G, and you're like, oh, wait a minute, it's slightly out of tune. So someone came up with equal temperament, and that allows you for 12 notes in between an octave of notes, and each one of them is off by equal amount. And then from there, it means that naturally the harmonic series is not by those natural
equal temperament that we go by, the natural way, certain notes are on pitch and certain notes are very off by sense. So, for example, I believe the third harmonic is, or overtone, the third overtone, I believe, or it's the second overtone. But it's like a major third, but that major third is actually not equal temperament. It's off by 14 cents to flat. So like when you play on piano, you're like, oh, this is what it sounds like. But when you ask a bunch of singers to like sing a scale from C, E, G, the triad, they tend to lean towards that natural tuning more than equal temperament tuning. So when you actually tune it down to like what it actually is, it's very weird to hear what it sounds like because it sounds awesome, but it's only used as 4 or 5 equal
Temperament tuning. So yeah.
Alright.
I remember there was a video on
Moving on with the song.
No. I remember watching what's his name? The guy who does like the jazz piano stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I remember watching a video and he talked about that. I'm pretty sure something like that. And I was like, oh,
I mean, that's so the funny thing. I see memes like this from time to time. That it's like Bach, you know Bach. Right?
yeah.
Slander. Slander.
Bach, Sebastian Bach. He's a Baroque composer. You know, does piano. When the Equal Temperament came out, he was like, "Holy crap! This stuff is so cool!" And then proceeds to write 2 whole books. For each song, a prelude and a fugue for like 3 voices, 4 voices, 5 voices in every single key. 2 books full because he's like, oh, this stuff is cool, and then just wrote.
Damn.
You know, anyway,
he
equal
changed the
temperaments
meta.
here.
He changed the meta.
Yeah, he's one of the big ones out
Changed
there.
the
So.
meta.
The meta changer, guys.
Damn, he changed the meta for music. Damn.
What was the meta before?
The meta was not equal. It was not equal temperament.
Yeah, the meta before was interesting. So. I mean, the fact that people had perfect pitch back then is still pretty cool because we can't go off of tuners back then.
Yeah.
I like derailed the conversation like off the cliff. So
Don't worry,
Don't worry, I asked you
I
about
did
your
symptoms.
class, so you know.
you have to take it eventually.
Yeah.
Oh.
You learned all that in 2 days.
Yeah.
You know what I learned in my editing class in the span of 2 days?
How to cut a clip?
How to use a search?
yeah.
How to open the program.
Guys. This is the timeline.
Oh.
This is the clip head.
Oh.
Here's the blade tool. If you hover over it, it'll say blade, and then it'll say the shortcut. And command on the Mac is equal to control.
Oh.
Fuck Mac. Fuck that keyboard. Anyways,
right.
no, Macs are.
Is it in your bag right now? The book. He showed me this book,
yeah.
and I was like looking at it. He's like, "Look at the first chapter. Like, what's this about?"
I mean,
I read it. Oh, I want to read it.
I haven't even
Introducing-
done lesson 1 yet.
Introducing
Yo, can I read it?
Adobe
Yo, can I
Premium
do the
Pro
reading?
Classroom in a book
Yeah.
on sale for about $70.
Let me do the reading. I did the reading.
Do a
before.
dramatic reading. Do a dramatic reading.
We have to get to like. So what is the here? Where do I read? I just have.
Where do I read? I don't know the word.
Oh, here, I found it. All right. I don't know what icon.
Dramatic reading.
I don't know what this is. I don't know what.
Guys, take notes.
I don't know what the icon is. I don't know. Okay. Click the icon view button. If not already selected, icon's view makes it easier to identify clips based on their contents. Drag the clip named Bushes 001 from the project panel into the existing sequence into the timeline panel. Be sure to drag it by the thumbnail image and not the clip name. Release the new clip at the end of the existing series of clips already in the timeline.
Damn, you're right.
Yo, you keep reading. I didn't tell you to stop. You can't tell me that when
Ryan,
You can't tell me.
I tell you to do a dramatic reading, and you just do the complete opposite of that.
I just wanted to be funny. It's like the class, like
Oh, dude.
a dramatic reading. What did you didn't even give me like dramatic? What was
Just be
dramatic?
dramatic. Ah!
Drag the clip,
Anyways.
not by name.
Anyways,
But,
my editing class sucks, but it's not terrible. I think it'll get better over time.
Go speed up.
That's what you
hopefully.
think.
Because here's the difference is that there's people probably coming in there not knowing what the fuck is Adobe, first off, and number 2, what's the blade tool? And then for me, it's just like, well, I use DaVinci, but like I understand, you know, what the
Yeah.
fuck the blade tool is. I know what
Yeah.
I know that it takes because like a lot of this information might be new to some people. For me, I understand it. Is that like
buy Adobe Premiere. And then
no, don't buy Adobe Premiere. Don't do it. Don't do
And
it.
for your school, you must buy a 1,000 terabyte hard drive.
But but like I understand that like if you have a hard drive full of source material
It's offensive.
and then you put it into Adobe, it's gonna read it from the hard drive.
I already filled up my
And and some people I guess don't know that like it's taken it's like linked up to the hard drive.
Yeah.
So like yeah. And well, I did learn something new. Don't rename the source file. The reason why is because if you crash and it resets, you're gonna be looking for that sort because what happens eventually is that like it saves that file.
Right,
Oh,
yeah.
no.
And so
Adobe doesn't do that.
well, no, it does. It's just that like when you rename the file, right? And then when you go to an old backup that has like or like the source like if you go to the camera says like this is clip 0482, but then you change it to like hot sexy clip.
Yeah.
And then put it into your computer, and then you lose that file. You're gonna be like, which one is the hot sexy clip again? Was it 042 or 04487 or you know?
Yeah, right.
So like that, I learned that like for me, a lot of the learning comes from like the workflow,
Yeah,
like understanding how it works.
Mm-hmm.
And the workflow is so weird because like for like there's one where it's like the assembly, right? And it's like if you're doing a 15-minute film, like this assembly is going to be like 4 hours long because you haven't cut it, you just like pasted it, right?
Mhm.
And then the rough cut's going to be like 30 minutes, which I understand, right? But like for me, it's like I can't do that. Like when I see a clip and I know this is like where I want it to be, I cut it down exactly of how I want it to be and then put it all together, and that's my rough cut.
Okay.
So like my rough cut is like the third, like my first cut or my first thing that I do, my assembly is like 30 minutes long, and then I cut it down to like 15, and then I go into filling cut. So it's like a little different, but
All right.
Same
Again,
principle,
it's-
though, yeah.
yeah. So like it's interesting. I think like I understand the point of it, but like for me, it's like I have like, for example, if I have two footages, right, like part 1, part 2, I'm gonna edit part 1 first, and then put in part 2, and then edit that one down, and then.
Okay.
But how they recommend it is probably part 1, part 2, pick and choose like chunks of it, because again, it's a film, so there's like different like clips that they have,
Okay.
rather than like one hour file of
okay.
like footage. So again, it's like a learning step. So like it's not useless, but the first couple days are boring.
Yeah. Oh, that reminds me almost too much of my screenwriting class now that you mention it. Yeah, I mean, similar, like pretty similar, where it was just like, I just listened to the say, like, oh my god, the first, like, class was literally just,
Here's how to use a comma.
that's how it felt like. It was just like, oh, this is like how you make a story. I'm like, the plot line and stuff. I'm like,
Here's the rising action, the climax.
yeah.
Here's
And then
the hero
I sat there
story.
like,
Oh my God.
I
Oh my
learned
God.
this in like fucking middle school. Why am I learning it in a college lecture? I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And then it's like, and later it started to get somewhat useful, but mostly not. We used a book called The Screenwriter's Bible, and it was just, oh god, was it?
A lot of fluff.
It was a lot of fluff, and it was the kind of guide you would buy if you were in like middle or high school,
Oh,
when
man.
you had no idea what you were doing.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I think the difficult
Exactly.
part about us is that like we understand, because like we know what we want to do, so we know the basic. It's just that like we want to get to the better stuff, but again, we got because it's a college level entry course.
yeah, it's not even an entry course. It was like an advanced workshop online, which I found really
I know what I do.
both strange and annoying. And it was also kind of sad because I was also like one of the few. I think I was one of 2 film students in that class.
Oh.
Everyone else was either
Theater?
no English or like weird
Oh.
shit. Like there was like an engineer and psychology major in there.
I guess
they
it
got
was
bored.
interesting.
Yeah, I guess I got bored, but it's also an advanced workshop, so you would also need to like to put in samples or whatever. And it was really sad because I had a screenplay ready,
Yeah.
right? Because I made that in a previous class because that was like it was for a big project.
Hmm.
It was like Asian Americans in film, he was like, here, make a story or a screenplay or whatever, right? And I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna make like a 20-page, 30-page something screenplay. And I submitted that because I was like, yeah, I think I'm fairly qualified for this. I'm basically advertising myself to be in this class.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then I came in and I didn't realize that like half the students didn't even know how to like write a screenplay. They just wrote like a story or like or probably asked the professor to like get them in or something.
Yeah.
And I sat there like, okay, so
Yeah.
And immediately upon realizing that, I was like, okay, I'm gonna be bored for the next like 5 weeks.
Yeah, I mean,
Yikes.
for me, like, again, like, going back onto example, there's like a scene from The Shilling, and it was basically when there's this kid on like this like toy car or whatever, right? And like,
Did you say the Shilling?
Shining. Oh my god.
I was like, wait a minute.
I'm so because we mentioned how we're like
spinning.
Would you like 1 shilling for shining my shoes?
Oh, it took us like a few minutes.
You were like, wait a minute.
Sorry.
Because my mind just like kind of glazed over. I'm like,
Dude, I
was talking
because
about
we were talking about how we're like chilling out.
Oh,
I think that's-
okay. Oh my god.
Metaverse.
No, okay, The Shining.
But The Shining, right? And there's like this kid, whatever, right? And like one person was like, "Oh, how did they do this shot, right?" And like obviously for me, I'm like, it's on a fucking dolly with wheels, probably, right?
Yeah.
It's like
Mhm.
like that felt obvious to me, right?
Mhm.
But some people might be like, "Huh?"
Yeah, right.
And like another example is like, "Oh, how do if the dolly's on wheels?" How do they not get the dolly wheel sound in the footage? I'm like, well, if you think about it, they probably do it in post-production, the sound effects, whatever,
Well, it's
right?
not the first immediate thought. 'Cause
Yeah.
They're not thinking about like the post. They're thinking like,
Yeah.
oh, we have
Yeah.
to use the raw imagery and see everything.
Yeah,
around.
exactly.
They don't think about post.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's what. So shout out to Corridor Digital.
True!
I love watching their videos because they
they are.
amazing.
They make
They're
me-
legendary.
Yeah.
they
they're
make me
awesome.
appreciate all the films I watch.
I definitely
True.
100%.
And then it makes me appreciate every film I watch. Like, wow, the production team and everything.
Yeah,
Stunt coordinators,
Yeah.
CGI,
Yeah.
sound effects,
Yep.
VFX.
Like,
everything.
honestly,
yeah.
they're really cool if you really want to get into film, because, like, it's basically what, like, it's like...
They pretty much teach you everything you need to know about film. I'm not gonna lie. I think I've learned more about film than them from my own college.
Yeah.
You're paying for papers, so.
Yeah, true.
But, again, what was I saying again? Oh, yeah, but, like...
the show.
it- but, dude, that's got haunt me for years.
Don't worry.
Just like the shilling. But
Yeah. So Dolly, how they do
but yeah,
that.
so
Yeah, how they make
but I
it.
also think that like I think it's also like interesting that like oh yeah, we also come from an anime background where like
That's true.
Oh.
Yeah.
so there are things that like we know a little like differently and like take on a little
Yeah.
differently.
We understand things differently. Yeah.
Also, that's gonna be a problem in my film class. That's funny.
So yeah, we're
Oh,
we
dude,
go-
it is a massive problem in my screenwriting class.
we
I
go
was
into the world,
Yeah.
and then we film it on a dolly. That's
That's
how it works.
I mean, that, yeah, but
Put me on a dolly.
I remember, I remember I had it's not massive problems, but a couple problems because I came from an anime background going into screenwriting.
Yeah.
Because a lot of it applied to Western films.
Yeah.
Or American, okay, I'm better phrasing. American made or
Hollywood.
like European made or Hollywood made
Yeah.
films. So I sat there thinking, because they had like things like genre and stuff like that, and like specific like ideas of what they are. And yes, they are present, but again, if you come from an anime background, you know for a fact that genre is something to be toyed with and broken apart, right? Like either making subgenres or something just completely out there and something completely different. You don't give a shit about genre or the thing you're making. You care more about the story itself, the characters, what you want to say, what fun shit is gonna happen.
Yeah.
That's what you care about. You don't hyper focus on like, oh, I want to make it like specifically like a fantasy kind of type beat.
Yeah.
With, like you just say, yeah, I want dragons and magic. You know.
I mean, what's interesting, right, is that like this idea of subgenre, and usually like you don't really think about it, right?
Mhm.
But like I think what's really cool is like the word iyashiki only comes from Japan.
Yeah.
Because, like they have certain words for specific like things, you know. It's like you know what I mean. I
It's
think
also
that's
like
what I was
it comes from a specific culture that obviously you wouldn't have in like. Okay, so I should kind of like double back a little bit.
Preface.
American-made films, as hyper focusing on that genre aspect, is not necessarily a bad thing.
No.
I personally, as someone who comes from an anime background, though, don't like it because it doesn't apply to what I want to do. Because the reason why those genres are brought up and are broken up like that is because that's the culture of film, of American film at least, right? You have like noir, you have adventure, fantasy, silent, sci-fi, and those are established genres, and we base a lot of films or shows on that, right? But in Japan, which is where I'm hyper focused on, and I've studied, by the way, I want to flex that.
Okay, shut up. You say that every podcast.
Yeah, but it's the one thing I'm allowed to do. But
that's the only thing I got out of college.
Yeah, true, exactly. It is the one thing I got out of college. But Japan comes from a very, very different culture and a very different history when it comes to film. In America, you wouldn't even know what the word pillow shot means. In Japan, though, that is like a staple.
I love pillow shots.
Do you know what it like is? Are you being serious or are you fucking?
I know. I think okay. So I might be thinking of another one, but things like Studio Ghibli. I remember they get a lot of pillow shots where between scenes they'll like zoom into like a little river stream or something, and then they go back.
And that's something that is almost unique. Or at least it's an invention that was created in Japan that is distinctly Japanese and will evolve into different types of shot composition that Japanese film uses.
I mean, what I find interesting, right, is that like my teacher was like, "Oh, you won't find like a lot of like close-up shots or whatever, right?" And it's like that is so like that might be true in film, right?
Yeah.
But like when you think about anime, think about how many close-up shots there are.
So many, too many.
Whether it's of the legs of the like Naoko Yamada's legs, right?
Eyes, face.
Yeah, it's just like holy
shit. Slow down, right?
You don't know about Naoko Yamada's legs?
Hang on. Okay, when you think about like, have you watched Tamago Market?
I watched the movie.
Yeah,
that
when
works.
you watch like K-On, a bit of K-On. Okay.
Silent voice.
Silent voice.
Oh, okay.
A lot of shots you see, like she conveys the character, like lower level shot, how they're like.
Wait. Oh yeah, never mind. Sorry.
Well, I never thought of it like that.
Oh, also think about Hibike, right? It's not exclusive. Naoko didn't like work on that. She did a bit, right?
I think she did some.
Yeah.
She was the one who did the beautiful mountain scene. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
if I'm not wrong.
But you'll notice a lot of like close-ups and like especially on the face or the eyes and stuff like that. Even on the hands and the instruments themselves. And you see a lot of close-ups there. And again, I think Kevin was going on that point where how that's just really dumb how that's not a thing. But it's not a thing in probably film. That's
I mean, it might just not be a film thing in general, but like I think that's why I think how we take things is like super interesting, and why like this idea of a Bible doesn't really apply to us because we're just like, or at least for me, I'm like either always finding exceptions or finding creative ways to do things. Because like that's how you innovate the space, and that's how you make it big, right? Like, for example, like Steven Spielberg, like is not, known because like he did everything how everyone else did it. He did stuff differently. He did stuff, and worked on amazing films that have innovated the space of film, right?
I think immediately like of Jurassic Park's like use of animatronics, right? Because that was insane back in the day. That was like genuinely a feat to be like reckoned with, and in a way, it's kind of. Like, and I hear a lot of people like kind of like being sad that that's not being called back on because it's genuinely a feat where it's like you have to make a robot basically and then like design it and like do stuff around it. Whereas now a lot is like CGI'd and stuff like that, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. You hear a lot of people saying that it's like overdone or overused or it's just bad CGI. And it's and I'm not a film guy. I don't care what you do with your film. That's because, again, I'm an anime guy. I care more about what anime does. So it's like, but it's like the fact that you have those conversations, right? It leads, like, it begs people practically to be like, yes, film is a fun thing, and yes, it is part business, but it is also, again, it's an art form. We say this all the time. And it's the reason why we talk about it in this way, so that people can focus on that aspect.
Yeah.
That it's not just, it's more than just these things. It's
And that's why I don't flame any of my professors at all, even though they don't probably know what like anime is and like the nuance of it, right?
Yeah.
It's because they know that like what they're doing is an art form, and like it is. I think that's so cool, like that like editing's an art form, writing's an art form, drawing's an art form, cinematography's art. And, like some people just forget about it, and like it's so cool when people like remember that, and like especially when you see people in the like I think in general it's like seeing people doing what they love is super cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So like I obviously like no hate to them, but like I wish someone would understand. But I mean. What's cool, what I like about the classes I'm in is that like I get to show off some certain things. So like one of them is like I'm doing a presentation about a specific scene, and I'm gonna be talking about the editing, and obviously I'm gonna be using the Ikigai euphonium scene that I analyzed like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
For that, and then there's another one, my world cinema class, where like I want to talk about the silent voice. Yeah. So. It's pretty sick.
Yeah. It reminds me of you're reminding me of a lot of things in my college, or recent ones too. I had an environmental eco cinema, so environmentalism in film and stuff. If you've watched any anime, especially Ghibli, you know there are a lot of environmental films. Yeah. I didn't choose Ghibli. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
A lot of people did recognize that Ghibli was like a huge deal though. But I use things like like A Place Further in the Universe, for example.
Great
right?
one.
Yeah, like that one.
Weathering with You is actually
I was thinking of using Weathering with You, but I was like, no, I gotta go with the what's deep in my heart, and it was A Place Further in the Universe because it's like, and it's interesting because then from there you start to see parallels with how we understand film, and especially in the broader strokes of things. And it was really nice to see people be appreciative of like, oh yeah, even I guess in their minds in a way, it's like, oh, even Japan is like using films like this and doing it in really interesting ways, or like it's more of a global thing, or like a global consensus on how not that we view environments, but just the fact that we do, and how the different ways we can manipulate that and that message into what we want to say or what we want to see.
Right.
And again, it's just I don't know where I'm going with this really, but
more like a rabbit hole.
It's cool that basically how our expertise in anime, or at least our self-imposed expertise, like really puts a different spin on how we look at our classes and our lectures and stuff like that.
Which is cool.
Yeah, because sometimes it clashes and sometimes there's parallels.
And our buddy here acts as the audience.
Yeah.
The most important part.
True, actually.
You're the one who forced us to come here.
Because we can be up and out butt all we want and being like, this is how I would do this.
Yeah, this is in theory. This is how I would do it.
And then we show it to, let's say, someone like a chat enjoyer of anime. And then he's like, what is this? We're like,
I'm not gonna
time to
I'm not gonna lie.
Not gonna lie.
I wish there was some epic music here.
I
mean, that's what you would say, to be honest, right?
My lack of understanding of the media makes me enjoy it more. I don't know why.
No,
it's
no, that's valid.
No. So it's like, so when you guys, I love it when I hear you guys talk about directors and stuff, I don't even know half the directors.
Don't worry, dude.
Don't worry.
It took me 10 years to know who the fuck Nakoya is.
True.
And then you guys go off about the VA, I only know one VA because
dude, I didn't even know a single VA until a year ago because of the Mao speedrun, dude.
Oh my god.
That made me so embarrassed.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
That made me so embarrassed. I was like, I gotta know at least some VAs now.
Yeah. Oh man, that's
all
such
those
an
were
old
like.
video. I edited those videos.
I can think I know
that's
one.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. Like, when I watch something, I'm not thinking about, all right, who's the director? Like, I always just go into an anime and I enjoy it and I have an appreciation of it. Then you guys come in and I'm like, hey, come join us. And then like, okay. And then you guys start talking about all this, like, these are the directors, this is the musician, here's the artist. And I'm like,
You're like,
okay.
whoa!
I
Oh my god!
I don't know
Whoa,
anything.
hold
The
up.
only way I know about, so I earned my respect for anime, like, is not to say I never respected it. I used to, it made me appreciate more. Was I watched another video, another shout out to a random YouTuber named Totally Not Mark. He showed me, because I watched Dragon Ball Super.
Oh,
If
Yeah.
you heard anything about Dragon Ball Super, it was not great. Like, no, not to say it was bad, like everyone was hating on it. And I'm like,
Right.
like, I understand why, but then he went into depth on it. Well, it's only on his, like, it's his behalf, so I'm just kind of taking what he knows and what I'm, like, applying.
Yeah.
Damn, thank you animators. You work fucking hard for these scenes.
True.
Sorry that you, like, I'm sorry that you get flack for, like, those in-between frames, like, you know, hey, oh, guys, look how bad the animation, bro, that's
It's like-
it's an in-between frame, what are you gonna do?
you know,
Do you want to do this? You want to work?
You want
wanna do
to
this?
work on like 10 pictures to only be paid $5?
Hey, you wonder why a scene looks weird? Well, have you ever thought about there's only the text of some of the mangaka who made the series,
Yeah.
and then they're
Yeah.
not given much visual because they want their own art to be represented and be like, you know.
right.
Hey, shout out to my video talking about how you shouldn't one-to-one manga sometimes.
True.
Wait, do you know the whole joke with the Seven Deadly Sin, like season 3, where they're like
I
the slideshow?
Oh yeah.
I heard
Oh,
about it. I
man.
never.
I think I've heard about this.
I think I heard
don't know
about it.
what
I think
it
I've
is
seen a
about.
little. I think I've seen
Back
it.
then, I was genuinely sad because that was one of my favorite fights. And I'm not even kidding when I
Oh.
said it is a slideshow. But I think they like forced it out way too early.
Mm.
So it's always like, what is it? When you see bad animation, half the time it's not even their fault. It's like
just
there's
timing.
the whole production side of
timing.
things,
Yeah,
All the
advertising.
time.
It's a lot of things that just like, what is it? You're not going to be able to get. You're not going to expect a studio to be able to produce stuff, movie quality stuff, and then stay afloat.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's true.
I mean,
Unless you're Mappa.
unless you're Mappa.
Unless you're Mappa, bro.
There's that one meme where it's like someone finishes working on.
All right, let's become a new anime series.
Hey guys, so there's this movie called what is it?
Chainsaw Man.
No, Chainsaw Man. You know, season 1. Where's just like, what?
Yo,
I
we
signed
just
a contract to see my family. So
Yeah. I mean, hey, to put it into perspective, A1
Oh gosh.
only has 36 employees, by the way.
it's crazy.
Yeah, that's insane.
They do
That's
outsource.
genuinely
They
Yeah,
do work
they do,
together.
yeah,
work
they have
together.
to.
Yeah. I mean, but that's like the grand scope of things, right? Of how, like, yeah, 36 people are in A1, and then the other things are outsourced to freelancers for in-betweens and stuff like that.
Mhm.
I'm like, holy shit, you know, it's a lot of time and effort, right?
Yeah.
Especially finding people for those, and then paying them, jack shit. But, you know,
Yeah.
fuck those guys, but I think they definitely should be paid more, but it's not like I can change anything.
Yeah, it's a much bigger picture than that. And I think it's interesting, right? Because no normal person knows this, right?
Yeah.
Like, you have to be pretty deep in the weeds to be able to either deep in the weeds, like, experience-wise, or like, you've actively been searching it out, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, what I find interesting is also, like, the way we kind of know all this is also just, like, I don't know why, it reminds me just thinking back on, like, as kids, right, we just constantly ask the question why to just random shit.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's what that comes down to, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right? Where it's like, we're just constantly asking, okay, why is this the way this is? All right, then, okay, why does this occur then? And it just brings up, like, really interesting ideas.
Mhm.
And this still does go down the rabbit hole and slightly, like, into like a particular comment section where it's just like, you know, overanalyzing, and how I honestly think that's like really dumb, because it's like the more you analyze something, the more you start to understand it and the way it works, and the way, and also how you feel about it, how others will feel about it or could feel about it.
Yeah.
And it's like, and same thing with, like, I think all of us, how we've gone up to this point of like our either experience with anime or our I guess, goals towards anime,
Yeah.
right? Because it's it's all that foundation of like why, you know, it's like whenever it's thinking like why are we doing this, or why do we want to change certain like things in the world.
I think deep down, all of us love anime, and I think even like mainstream people who like just watch anime to watch anime, all love anime because they do analysis on anime, whether they know it or not.
Yeah.
Because like think about like I remember going to like what?
I don't do analysis.
No.
You do it unconsciously.
You do it unconsciously.
Yeah, subconsciously.
It's like the idea of like I remember like going to like my photography class, right? And some guy was talking about like, oh shit, I've been watching this new anime. I forgot what was the new anime at the time, but like they were like watching it and they're like, yo, I love like the story's so cool, but the action's a little slow, but like I think the story's so cool. I love this character and whatever. I'm like, that is like.
That is a form of analysis,
Why
right?
do I feel like they're talking about Demon Slayer?
Yeah, because
It could be, honestly.
Yeah, maybe. But like analysis sounds like a smart word. That's the thing. It's really not.
Yeah.
It's really just about observing things and then interpreting that information. That's what analysis boils down to. Some people take it steps further.
Yeah.
But what again?
And some people call it BS.
Yeah, some people call it BS, but that's dumb because analysis is just the nature of looking at something. And pulling information from it.
But there is definitely that line where you have to be careful not to cross, where you're like up your own bum.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, right.
But like that's
it's hard to do sometimes, though. I will say
definitely
because especially when it comes to anime, which is like niche in a way, it's hard to find certain opinions or like opinions that like you can line yourself with in a way, if that makes sense.
That's why again I don't really like making negative pieces of analysis or essays because like I don't want to shit on something that someone likes because I wouldn't like that either, right?
Yeah, that's fair.
I want to find why I think something is cool, right? And like that's why I really love Replay Value's Hyoka analysis because it made me appreciate Hyoka even more.
Yeah.
Right? And like I want that to be done for a lot of shows, right? Because I think people can find a lot more interest and a lot more love for the show that they love.
Yeah.
If that happened to their show, right? Instead of me being like, yes, Sword Art Online bad.
Yeah.
For like the 100th time.
Yeah.
Dude, I stayed up for that thing.
What?
I did too. I cried to Sword Art.
That was my first like main game anime.
Yeah.
So,
It was. I think it was for us three too.
Yeah. Technically, that was when I started engaging weekly. The one that I did way back then was Dragon Ball Z, but that's a classic.
Yeah.
Like the weekly Frieza. That was the one I got hooked on.
Oh, dude, Nicktoons. It was when Nicktoons had new, quote unquote, new anime.
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Z Kai. I remember middle school. It was like middle school. I think it was middle school. High school is when they did the certain series. I think they did up to like the Frieza saga. For Kai back in middle school, and then they continued for the Cell games. And the Buu Saga.
Dude, Cell game is peak, dude.
I got you.
I'm not gonna lie, I was looking back on it now, I mostly enjoyed the Sand Saga because of this. Well, the Sand Saga because Goku had the Kaioken, he didn't need the super. Not to say it's bad, but like it was pretty cool to see in a manga, and see it on my big old TV in like middle school. When I had the actual like manga.
I don't know if that picked that up.
I swear. You're good, bro. Your hand's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Back
Big respect. No one heard that.
Okay, but what time is it?
It's 10.
Oh,
10 out of 10. 10.
Anyway, guys, we've been on a tangent for a while, but this is our second in person. Hopefully, we can find a more reliable space to do this in, so we don't have to call Ryan up every time.
Yeah.
But Ikigai is the reason for being, and for some reason, you're listening to 4 dudes this time, just talking about the most random stuff ever. I'm signing off.
Oh, it's me next.
Yeah.
This is Ryan. Glad to be back, and I'll be signing off as well.
It's Brian. Peace out, boys.
I have to go edit this. I'm Kevin, signing out.